Hi and welcome to a very special episode of Bitches of Horror. We're at Monsters of Film and we're doing a very short review episode of the two classic films we saw on Monday and yesterday.
Yes, we saw The Craft and Candyman, but we're going to start with The Craft, which was from '96 by Andrew Fleming, starring Fairuza Balk, Neve Campbell, Robin Tunney, and it's...
and also Ben Stiller's wife.
Really?
Christine Taylor.
Oh.
She's the mean girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And, Skeet Ulrich and stuff like that. It has a great cast from the 90s. And this film in general is just, like, screaming 90s.
It is.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's like, my childhood.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Of course, we've both seen it before, but it's the first time for us in the theater, so it was a nice experience to see it there.
Yeah, and we had our couch. And
yeah, we had, like,
cozy.
a love couch.
Yeah.
But a great film, had really good music, and I'm surprised at how well it actually holds up today.
Yeah, especially the effects.
Yeah. Really good effects.
And Fairuza Balk is great.
Yeah.
Like, the character fits her so well.
It does.
It's perfect.
Also, the setting and, like, the wardrobe is, like, really good. Like, even
you just want to wear it.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Yeah.
It's so nice. And there's some, like, really cool, like, fun facts about the film, how Andrew Fleming actually got help from a pagan professional or like a pagan specialist to make sure that the rituals were as authentic as possible.
Yeah, and I think we talked about it, how authentic it felt.
Yeah.
Like the whole witch rituals and everything.
Yes. And also the like insects at the end of the whole, the finale, they're all real. And they use like 2,000 snakes and like, I don't know how many cockroaches, but they bred the cockroaches specifically for the film. But they bred them so that they could not procreate, just in case they like ran off. And so they didn't like have a huge cockroach problem in the city.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool, like how much effort they put in. And I think the only thing that was pretty, a shame was that he wanted the film to be PG-13, so he went after all the rules, and then he gave it in, and they were like, oh, well, it's about teens doing witchcraft, so it's going to be R anyways. So he's like, fuck, if I would have known than R, would have thrown in more fucks and more gore maybe, and I would have kind of wanted to see what that would have turned out to be.
But it's still a very good film. It is. It holds up totally.
Yeah.
And I think everyone did a very good job.
Yeah. Good acting.
Yeah.
And overall good film.
Yeah, it really is. It was great to rewatch it in the cinema.
Yeah.
It really was.
9 out of 10 from me.
9 out of 10 for me too.
If you haven't seen it, just drop everything and watch it now.
Witch films.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to the second film we saw yesterday, Candyman from 1992 by Bernard Rose.
Yes. And the Candyman, of course, you know what it's about, the Candyman.
Yeah,
and
if you say his name 5 times in the mirror, he appears and maybe kills you.
I haven't seen this film in probably 15 years.
I saw it when I was a teenager one time, and I wasn't that impressed. I was like, this is an okay film. But when I saw it yesterday, I was like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It is. Like, I was actually surprised at how much I kind of, like, fell in love with it. It was...
Yeah.
Like, the story was good. I mean, it was a little bit slow in the beginning, but like...
it was a good build-up.
Yeah, it was. Like, with all the characters.
I thought it was... Yeah, and also charming the way that they presented the urban legend.
Yeah.
When they were talking about it, and then they threw in the whole situation and the characters. And
Ted Raimi.
Yeah, like, I thought it was done in a very charming way.
Yeah, and just Tony Todd has like the greatest performance ever. Like he is Candyman. He's like Freddie and Robert Englund. Like nobody else can play Candyman. No. Talking about a remake, don't do a remake. Doesn't need a remake. It's good as it is.
And he's so seductive, and he's like, be my victim, and I'm like, oh,
yeah. I was surprised. I was like, you see Candyman, like, oh, Candyman. And then you watch the movie, you're like, oh, Candyman. Sweets for my sweet.
Give me some of that candy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's amazing as Candyman.
I was surprised how Virginia Madsen was able to keep away from him for so long.
And speaking of Virginia Madsen, she did a brilliant job.
Yeah, she's beautiful. She's so beautiful.
That haircut really suits her.
Yeah, loved it.
Whoa.
But I loved how they walked into like the projects, and they were like wearing these like super like nice clothes and like their hair all piffed up. I was like, really? You're gonna like go with that?
But you're gonna die.
It's like but it's really I just love the film, and I didn't actually know it was based on Clive Barker's book. So
you were surprised, right?
I was. When his name came up, I was like, oh, that's good.
But
and
I mean,
showed through.
The story behind the Candyman is also very interesting.
Yeah. The lore.
Yeah, the urban legend.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like how it pans out as well, and the whole thing with the bees, that they're actually real. That's amazing. Like, I could never do that when they're like, you know, mouths full of bees. And he had an actual mouth full of bees. And I read that he got stung 27 times throughout the 3 films, but he got $1,000 for each sting.
I would be like, hell yeah, just come on,
bees. But yeah, he had a good lawyer for that, apparently. But that's amazing. I just even if you get the money or not, just having that mouthful of bees is amazing.
Yeah, that's an experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, really great film. Even better when I rewatched it, and I'm so happy I did.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
It's a great film.
Like, I had a great time watching it, really.
Yeah, so what do you give it?
I will give it a strong 8 out of 10.
Let's give it a 9 out of 10 for me. I just love the story and the drama and the seductiveness and the sexiness.
Tony Todd.
Yeah. Yeah, and then tonight, of course, we have Mandy showing, which is the premiere here in Sweden, and after that we have the after parties. This is the actual kickoff for the festival.
And it's sold out.
Yeah.
It is, so
excited.
Super excited for some cage rage.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's it for this episode.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Thank you for watching.
Stay right.